Good morning, good morning, good morning. I've got to find myself. There I am. One more thing. Oh, I did. Okay. I did go live. Okay. Um, so, like, wait, I did all the things. I crossed all the T's, dotted all the I's, and it's still telling me no. Good morning. Yes, I'm a little early this morning. I'm on my way to a massage in a little bit. We have been working outside and doing all the things and living the muggle life. Oh, yeah, look at that. Good morning, Jesse. How are you this morning? Are you having a lovely morning? Aren't you? I am just I'm on a little early today. Like I said, I'm going to Toledo, and I didn't do anything with my hair because, well, I'm getting a massage. The last time I put hair stuff in my hair, and I went and get a massage, and I come out looking like I don't know, a little crazier than I liked it. And I walked around Toledo like that the whole day because this hair stuff that I use is really good. So, yeah, didn't bother doing that. But we're gonna go up to we're gonna go up to 90 today. Super exciting. I have closed. I feel like a shut in. I have closed all the curtains in the house. I'm not putting the air conditioner on yet. Like the only reason I would be because of the dog. That's the only reason I would. And I might turn it on in the bedroom and just close his door so he can have some cool because he is 15 years old and he is old. So, anyways, good morning, Hirsch. How are you this morning? Grand Rising. So, what do we want to talk about today? I have a lot of subjects in my brain. Um, I have a lot of subjects in my brain, but I can't pin one to the wall. And it's just really good morning, Andrew. How are you? Uh, it's been a thought provoking week. Matter of fact, it's been a thought provoking 2 weeks. I started a walking program 2 weeks ago. So when I'm on my walk, like all these thoughts and all these equine revive. Good morning. Um, you are phenomenal. I love that. So I have all these things that are flooding through my brain as I'm walking because I can't just like enjoy anything. I just can't walk. I'm walking on a country road. The thing I'm worried about is some person driving 75 miles an hour on a country road coming in, hitting me. That's what I'm worried about. But I feel like what I color is eye candy to you. It is called An Affair in Red Square. It's just I was looking for I'm Not Really a Waitress, which has been when this nail polish color come out back in the 90s. I'm Not Really a Waitress. They couldn't keep it on the shelves for like a whole year. It was crazy. But this is really close to it. I didn't find I'm Not Really a Waitress when I was there either, but it's still in stock. Good morning, everybody. So on these walks in the morning, I know I'm stepping into new things. I know that my interests are shifting on what I want to do with my spiritual journey. And I just don't know which direction. It is OPI. It is OPI, yes. And it's the silver cap. I don't know why they did a silver cap on it. I know I'm Not Really a Waitress is the best color. It's the best color. Love yourself first. What a great screen name. Good morning, everybody. Arkisha, good morning. I love your name. So I think that, and this is something to talk about, because as I sit here going, I don't know what the hell to talk about. Um, it's important to know that our journey can change, and that, good morning, Ashley Jensen, and that we should be okay with that. Is it Walmart? I'm Not Really a Waitress. Is it Walmart? I'll have to go get it. We should be okay with our journey changing, with our goals changing, and not feel as if we are failing, because most of the time we have met the goal. When we feel it's time to move on, and this is one of the most common questions I get during like a reading, a private reading, is what is my life purpose? Anybody in the comments what have that question, like what's my life purpose? Because this is a dialogue, guys. This is a conversation. Yeah, that's a great color. Everybody knows the color. I know it's Malaga wine now. I've not seen that one. Good morning. Good morning, Joe. You never know what we're going to talk about on here. It could be nail polish. It could be menopause. There's no, but there's going to be spirituality involved somewhere. Good morning, Rachel. Good morning, Fantastic Squad. What a great name. Yeah, all the time. People are wondering what their journey is all the time. But here's the thing. And it's an old adage, right? It's not about the destination. It's about the journey. Everything that we're learning is part of, there goes clackety clack, is part of the cumulative lesson. Thank you, Hirsch. I'm really horrible at promoting myself. Hirsch is like, thank you so much for hitting the thumbs up on your way in today, everybody. I appreciate that. I assume that's YouTube. Yeah, it's YouTube. When we're on the other side, when we're on the other side, you're not going to have, Ethan, good morning. You're not going to have one journey. You're not going to have one purpose in your life. You're going to have many. You're going to have many. So many. And consider it like this. When you're born, what is your sole purpose? When you are born and you can't walk, is your purpose going to be to learn to walk? Of course it is. That's going to be your purpose in that moment. And then when you get a little older, it's going to be to talk. And then when you get a little bit older, it's going to be to read and to write. Those are going to be the things that your soul is aimed at right now. Like we have to learn these things to get to the next thing. My guides are on this right now. I was like, holy crap, I never thought of that. I never thought of that. We are, we are not going to lay something in front of ourselves that is insurmountable. It's always going to be something that we can focus on and say, this is what I need to do. Even if it is what we consider insignificant. But as we get older, right? Good morning, Kathleen. As we get older and we start to have the more spiritual thoughts like, okay, now I can walk, I can talk, I can read, I can write, I can do the things that help me function as a person. What is the rest of it? Because we're always searching. That's why organized religion works so well for a lot of people. We're always looking for purpose. We're always looking to tag ourselves to something that says, I have meaning. Without a purpose, without a this is who I am, we still have meaning. We may feel a little wandery, but we still have meaning. And here's the really cool part. And I think it's cool. A lot of people will be like, what the hell? Why would I do that? But the cool part is even if you have set yourself as, I'm a healer, I'm a psychic, I'm a medium, I'm a whatever, and you've attained that, and you can go, oh, I have a great example for this. And you can go, what's next? They move the goalpost. Our guides are on the other side going, you know what? You've gotten there. Now it's time to move the goalpost. Why would we set ourselves one specific life path journey? Just one. Because if you reach that, what else is there to learn? My mother-in-law has always said the day you don't learn something new is the day you die. We're all going to the same place. The best way to know how we are just learning different ways as we continue to walk the path. Absolutely. And before my spiritual journey, it was my belief, because my uncle was a Methodist minister, Baptist minister. I'm sorry, he was a Baptist minister, and there was all the fire and brimstone. And I would tough out church because I wanted to spend the night with my cousins on Saturday night, so I'd have to go to church the next morning, and I knew it. I was not a fan of their church. I love Catholic Mass. I was raised, I was baptized, I was brought up in the church Catholic, not all the time, but when we went, it was to Catholic Mass. I love Mass. I think it's beautiful. I think they have done a wonderful job of curating so many different religions into one, right? And you get to watch it as they walk down the aisle with the censer and all these things. I think it's absolutely beautiful. But even back then, I knew. I just didn't believe it. I knew it. We're all going to the same place. It doesn't matter what religion we are. There's beauty in each one of them. And there is some things that, other people will throw stones at about other religions, blah, blah, blah. It's a reason to fight. Humans are combative, very combative. But they're always going to move our goalpost. Because we have to continue learning. That's why we're here. Why would you go to college and be like, I'm in my junior year and I feel like I know everything? And quit. It's like that. Anyhow. And we could be having several different paths going on at one time. Right? That's what Hirsch says. Never just one of anything. That's the blessings of the path. So, I'm not going to tell that story. That's okay. We'll move on. Let's pull a card. Somewhere over the rainbow. Religion is a philosophy. Spirit is faith within. Spirit is a faith within to something blindly bigger than us. It's an opinion. Absolutely. And humans are geared, our human brain, because we choose our brain. The brain's not the same as the soul, right? The soul is something totally different. This is our meat suit. The brain is geared to look for guidance. Now, do you think that's an accident? The brain is geared to look for guidance someplace other than ourselves. And I'm talking about external. If you fall into any of the things that are out there that talk about something greater, like a controlling force in the universe, we are geared that way. Physically. Okay. Card of the day. Finding balance. There's Ashley Marie Fry on TikTok. The daughter-in-law, you guys. The world's best daughter-in-law. Two spirits. Finding balance. This is the equivalent of the Temperance card in the Tarot deck. But I think it's prettier. This is about finding the balance in your life. And this is a great, so this is why we start randomly talking about whatever. Okay. Is that Ashley message? No, that's my husband messaging me. Why? Okay. This is why we randomly talk about things. How do you find your balance and know the line between being a muggle and moving forward throughout the course of your day? It's difficult to go scream to the world, meat suit. It's difficult to go out and scream to the world that you don't walk down the street. Well, at least most people don't walk down the street with a big sign on their head that says, "Hi, my name's Lisa. I'm a psychic medium and I talk to aliens." Anybody else do this? I don't. And it's not because I'm ashamed of it, because if somebody asks me what I do, I will tell them. When we first started this, my husband was like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" He has a managerial job in a large corporation, And here's me. I don't. I will tell you what I do if you ask me. But this is part of that balance, right? How do we live our spiritual life and still move forward as a muggle? How do you guys share? Does anybody ask you what you do, and what do you say? And I know that saying that I'm not ashamed of it is not actually a good way to say it, because it's not that people don't talk about it because they're not proud of themselves or they're ashamed. It's because there's a lot of persecution that can happen. Has anybody run into the persecution where you have somebody look at you and say, "I can't believe you do that. You're evil. You're a Satan worshiper. You're all those things." There's people out there that do this, and it's hard to navigate that. And I didn't know how to navigate that. Okay, so that was that card. Talking about balance today. Can I get a whoop whoop in the room? 2 cards. Okay. Well, then we'll just take those 2 cards and we'll be happy. You get prayed for often? I don't know that I get prayed for. Good morning, Marcia Brewer. But that's a them problem. That's a them problem. The narrow vision, because people are comfortable within their box, right? They're comfortable there. That's where they told they should be comfortable. That's where they stay, and that's where they're gonna live out the rest of their days, probably. Hirsch, I love that. Hirsch says, "My name is Hirsch. I am a Ouija, and I work with the dead. I help people find closure and get. I get it. I understand. I wear my banner proudly, though. I'm an oracle and an educator, and I work with the shadows and trauma." I love your description. I do. And the fact that you called yourself a Ouija board, Ouija is awesome. Uh, Honestly, I never thought of the definition of Ouija. Now I'm going to look it up, because we just know Ouija board, right? I tell them thank you, and I'll light a candle for them too. And which is so funny, because that's where lighting a candle comes from, right? We just go, okay. Now Mr. Fry is much more okay with me saying, I used to say as a spiritual teacher, and while I still am a spiritual teacher, I am undefined at the moment. I'm a psychic medium. That's usually what I tell people. I'm a psychic medium. I help people find peace and closure with their loved ones. Okay, but what could you tell them to make them and yourself more comfortable? I'm sorry you have it. If they have a problem with you, because some people get angry, like they get angry for no reason. They don't know. I always created an oral deck, and I'm writing a book. That's awesome. That is awesome. But we, just say thank you for your input, and move on from it. A soul guide, absolutely, a soul guide. This morning, Jesse, would you like a reading? I feel like you need a reading. Ooh, Jesse, I feel like you need a reading. Let me put the fluffy deck away. I have been having very, very active dreams since I've started really looking at myself and going, what am I doing in my life right now? What should I know I need to be meditating. That's what I need to be doing. I need to be meditating. And I know, because I thought about meditating before I sat down to do this today. And my soul, not my soul, my subconscious went, nah, let's not do that. So when my subconscious pushes back, I know there's a reason. And I know it's time to meditate. And my soul goes, do you need the quiet? We need the quiet. And my subconscious goes, yeah, but there's so many things in the way. Let's not do that. So I know I have work to do. Okay, Jesse. Yeah. Say you have a great day. Kelly says you have a great day and walk away if they go nuts. Very rarely have I've only ever had one person call me a Satanist. And that was when I first started my Reiki journey and I was doing healing. I was doing healing at a cancer center. It's like, what the hell is wrong with you? I didn't say that. I just turned to one of my mentors in Reiki and went, and she took care of it. I don't know what to tell you. It's just like, I am volunteering my time and energy. Oh, shit. Oh, God. I love you, Jesse. Just know that. Girl. I'll take this moment to say this expressed opinions of the tarot cards aren't necessarily my own. I'm sorry. No, I'm kidding you. No, they're not great, but it's okay. It's all right. Everything is just a lesson, right? It's just a lesson. Sounds like they needed some Reiki. Yeah, they did. Okay, Jesse, I want to talk about I know. I want to talk about the male energy. I want to talk about that male energy. In relation to this whole reading that I have right here, I'm going to show you the cards because I can't read them one card at a time. It laid down as a story. Okay, so we have that male energy, knowing when to cut the chains, living in strife and disagreement, and who's in charge of your emotions. Now, I know Jessie, you guys, and I know Jessie is a very gifted intuitive, and I don't have to read those for her. She knows what they are. Right back to that subconscious. Like, doesn't like change. Is it just is the Ouija just a board? I wonder where they got the name from. I wonder where they got the name from. All those things. I love it, Hirsch. And there's your final card, Jesse. I don't have to read those for you. I'm just going to drop that bomb and leave right there, okay? Just drop that one. I'm done with that. Hirsch, where do you reside? Double damn it. Double damn. Okay, can I get a whoop whoop in the room, you guys? Are you in the U.S.? I'm sorry. I don't read for people I know very often, you guys. And I do that on purpose because I know her and I feel like it's cheating So I don't like to do that. I want to feel authentic in every single way and every single day. And so I don't usually read for people that I know. Andrew Russell. Andrew, I want to say, what I want to say is there is happiness to be found within partnerships, but only if you decide to be happy, right? Um, I feel as if there's something that you need to work on within yourself to create a different vibration that is going to bring in more bounty for you, more joy, more love. It's you actually have a very, very light energy, but there's just something you need to be working on. And it has to do with self-worth. Um, Probably an old thing you were told when you were younger. Money doesn't grow on trees, those kind of things. But it also talks about how people talk to you as a child. So make sure you're paying attention to that. That translates through to relationships in life. Make sure you're the one in charge of your own emotions and move forward that way instead of thinking, having these old things that were told to you when you were much, much younger pop up in your brain as by the way, not a conscious thing, as a very subconscious reflex. All right, you have, okay, that card right there, a subconscious reflex that's just kind of popping out, which can lend to you turning inward more than moving outward. And this is the thing that is kind of blocking the joy that you have that could be fully manifesting in this life. Good morning, Robin Ball. So you need to make sure that you're paying attention to this. If you get upset, don't turn inward and get depressed or things like that. Figure out what the core is. Figure out what the core issue is and scratch on that a little bit. Work on healing. And then you're going to find that relationships, money, you're a master manifester. I don't know if you know that or not. And manifesting goes two ways, right? It goes a couple different ways. You're in Australia, so it's 9:44 at night. We can either manifest the positive or the negative. The universe doesn't care. So make sure you're paying attention to that. Okay, moving forward. That's so funny. I was thinking, I'm like, oh, I never ask people where they live as a general rule, and I hear in the background, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? I have no idea. It's not something I watched. Okay, moving on. Moving on. Can I get I see a whoop whoop here. I see a bunch of them. Maria Carlin, are you still here? Where did my TikTok go? Here's TikTok. Oh, holy cow, there's TikTok. No, Sarah, I don't charge people for readings when I'm online like this. These are, my TikTok dropped down off the screen for some reason. I don't know why. Let me make sure Maria is still here. This is something that I do for fun. She sure is here. Okay. Maria, I want to talk about setting so many wonderful things in store for you. You have, they're showing me rainbows and unicorns, and when I don't get these things very often, but they're talking about, what are you setting for yourself? What are you putting in front of yourself in this lifetime? They want you to think about, that's so funny. I don't know the whole song. Rainbows, lollipops, no, sunshine, lollipops, rainbows, and blah 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 blah. I don't know the song. But They're like, you have some really, really great things coming, and it has to do with a little bit of money too. I never tell people that they are going to win the lottery. It's not my job. If you want to win the lottery, go buy a ticket. I don't know the numbers. If I did, I'd be in a beach someplace. Okay. But um, I feel like you have a little bit of money coming in. It's going to be unexpected money, and do something fun with it. Do something for yourself. Make sure you are doing things that are going to make you laugh and smile. And I feel the water by you. I'm not saying you live by the water, but I feel like you have an emotional connection to water, the tide moving in and out as well. So they're talking also about moon connection. And they're saying, hey, are you living the fullest extent of your joy? Like, when you're in a good mood, are you spreading it? Because you should be. When you are outside and you're in a good mood, you should be holding the door open for people and saying, please, not please and thank you, but smiling at people, say please and thank you. It's polite, okay? But I think your smile is contagious. You have a spark within you that is going to create joy within other people. Keep that in mind as you walk through life. And the other thing is when you're walking through the store and you smile at somebody, they have no idea who you are. They think you're a little nuts, and it's funny. And they can't figure out why you're smiling. I think this is hysterical myself, because I will randomly smile at people. It's in my nature um, to just randomly smile at people, and then they look at you like, and then they start smiling, and then they smile at the next person. It's contagious. It's because you have this earth energy and this water energy. So you're very grounded, and um, it's like how to put this, where your next step is going to be, and you're safe with that. And that water energy comes in, and it's just like, I am going to pass this along. So they really, and if you don't feel like that right now, don't worry about it. Your life is like set where they're going to just bring you some wonderful things. They have some really great things in store for you. They keep talking about a little bit of money and a little bit of money and a little bit of money. So if you're planning on going to school, or if you're in school, know that that is going to be very prosperous for you in the long run. Not that money is everything. Keep that in mind. Not that money is everything. Bounty comes in many ways. Abundance comes in many ways. Good morning, Diana. All right. Can I get a whoop whoop in the room? Let's see. Good morning, Sarah. You're making muffins for the children. See, I'm just now seeing that Ashley, the daughter-in-law, is making muffins. She's making muffins. Muffins. What kind of muffins? What kind of muffins, Ashley? I've been walking for 2 weeks. Yesterday I did 11,000 steps. My little walking app said, I'm going to bitch for a second. My little walking app said, you're going to take a 45-minute stroll. First of all, I don't have 45 minutes in my day, because I say I don't, to go for a walk. Right? So, especially in the country road where I think I might get my ass hit. So I go down to the this is actually funny. I go down to the dam, the dam down at Independence Dam here. Have a great day, Hirsch. And I got my barefoot shoes in the mail yesterday, and I thought it would be a great idea to take my stroll in my brand new Pike barefoot shoes. I can barely walk today. I'm supposed to take another stroll today for 45 minutes. Bullshit, it's not a stroll. It is a torture walk. Because they're like, moderate to fast walking. How can be so cheery on the phone? And I'm like, seriously? I thought we were doing a stroll here. No, we're not doing a stroll. We're not doing a stroll. So I'm booking it, and about, I don't know, halfway through, I'm like, my feet really hurt. Now, are they great for alignment? They're wonderful for alignment. They are. I know. I'm going to be wearing them all the time, Diana. But do not take a 2.5 mile run/walk in them the first time. because the balls of my feet hurt. And I thought that I had bruised the pad of my foot, which is a bad thing, right? But I thought I blistered it, but I didn't. I think I will like the barefoot shoes, very much so. I actually felt bad because I felt like I was going outside in slippers. Walk Fit. Jesse, I'm using the Walk Fit app, and it's a good app. It really is. Unless it puts that little couch on there, like I didn't do shit all day. That annoys me. But it's very motivating because, as I talked yesterday, I'm very, very, very um, competitive. So, yeah. But anyways, I was seriously on the walk going, holy shit, how am I going to get back? because um, because Joe, you can find me at mymysticallife.com. I have some readings. Not today. I don't, but I have readings open on there. But thank you. So I was like, how the hell am I going to get back? Because my feet hurt so bad. And it is concrete. And I'm like, oh no, I'll just I'll just sit on one of the benches, wait for my husband to come pick me up. I did not. I walked back. I took my shoes off and walked in the grass. And it was so much. So am I using the WalkFit app? Allison, we should have a network of people on the WalkFit app. It's like, share your badges. And I want to, but I don't have anybody to share with. So I was like, you're such a sissy, Lisa. You're such a sissy. It's just shoes. It's just shoes. I will be wearing them more often, but I have to gradually work back into them because my feet hurt. But they're better for your feet, absolutely. And I want to put the little grounding tacks in them, but not right now. Anyhow, how have I been walking for 2 weeks and have not lost a damn pound? I've been walking my ass off, but not. How is this a thing? How is this a thing? You know why? It's because I'm over 50. Damn it. Anyhow, it's bullshit. This is what it is. So I'm going to go back on keto today. It's my keto coffee. And I do like eating keto, actually. But I've taken to eating something first thing in the morning because of this stupid multivitamin. And it makes me sick if I don't have anything on my stomach and I have a multivitamin. I mean, it makes me incredibly ill. So I don't know. There just doesn't seem to be a win. There's no win here. Whatever. Whatever. Stomach stable like everybody else. Hi, Iron Fire Horse. How are you? Anyhow, moving on. Yes, the keto diet. The keto diet. I did really, really well on the keto diet for the longest time, and I have fallen away from it. And I love vegetables. But nobody else in my family does. Like Sam will eat corn. That's it. Corn and green beans. Man, I have turnips out there today, and green peppers, and zucchinis, and yellow squash. Yeah, menopause sucks. You think that it's a joke, like people are like, oh, after such an age, you can't. From Liverpool, hello. But yeah, there's a real struggle there. There is a real struggle. Yeah, the keto helps. I know. Okay, moving on. Let's get a whoop whoop in the room. I know, I get talking. I can't help it. That's why I had to change. I had to change my description from just free readings to talk and just intuitive discussion, because there's a lot of discussion that happens. We talk about things, and a lot of times it's something we all need to talk about. Or maybe I just do need to. Okay. Let's go with Encourage more viewers to share. Keisha Jackson, 43, thank you. I am really, really horrible at these things. Encouraging people to share the video out, to invite people that you know, all those things. I had to find vitamin. That's not hard on my tummy. Look up Ancient Nutrition. They are the best. Really? I'm using like the Centrum Silver. Ridiculous. I'm going to age gracefully. Okay, moving on. Let's go with Sarah on TikTok. Sarah on TikTok. So the way this goes, you guys, is I do not have a list. I've never had a list. I don't carry a list. What I do is when I ask for the whoop whoop, it lets me see who's in the room. And it allows me to see your energy. Even though your picture is this big, I can still pick up on your energy. Those are horrible. I'll have to look it up, Diana. And that way, I'm giving a reading for the person that needs it the most at the moment, right? Okay, here we go. Sarah, are you still here on TikTok? Sarah, I have the tarot cards in front of me, which is so funny, but they want me to pull a different deck. That's interesting. This is not my normal tarot deck at all, but I feel like you need a laugh. I feel like you need a laugh. And these are not the Karen cards. I can pull a couple Karen cards if we need to. Do we feel like Karen cards? Because I can pull a couple Karen cards. Oh, it's never good when the UPS guy backs up all the way down the driveway. Thank you, Diana. Yes. Sarah. Girl, what you got going on? We want you to be hopeful and projecting positivity and knowing that you have things tackled and taken care of. That's the goal. Okay? We're going for the goal. But where we're at right now is down in the dumps. Portrait live streams. I don't, all I know is that I don't know either, Iron Prayers. So this is the first card I have for you. It's reversed and it's the Page of Cups. It means we need to elevate. We need, must have heavy packages. I'm hoping it's the bracelets, Ashley. We have over 1,000 new bracelets coming into this. Did you guys hear that? That's for the store. No, I'm not going to help that man. Okay. Anyway, Sarah, sorry, this is a squirrel maneuver here. So let's say keep it between lines. You need to work on your uplifting attitude, and I feel like it's difficult. In the second card I have for you is the Lovers reversed. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean a relationship. This can be your relationship with life right now. Like, I just feel as if I'm disconnected. That's where I'm going with this, is because the next one is the Eight of Wands, feeling as, where is it? Feeling as if I don't have the drive. So this beginning part here is talking about lack of feeling the drive to move forward. Low spirits, let's put it that way. Not lack of drive to move forward, low spirits. And I'm not saying depression either. I'm just saying, I need a bump. This is where we want to be. The Four of Wands. The Four of the Wands. This is where we want to be. We want to be feeling accomplished and in charge of the situation going on. Okay, we're done with those. In charge with the situation we have going on in life. You might want to invert your camera horizontally. Glenn, I don't know how to do that. I am lucky to be on TikTok. Okay. Not heard that saying. Which saying? Madison, you hang out and you chat with us and you have a good time, and there is no sign up. I pull who Spirit says needs a reading. So the other card that I have for you, Sarah, is Temperance. Boy, they're talking about temperance, feeling the imbalance of things, feeling the imbalance, and being you're going one way or the other. You need to be pretty level in things right now. I don't know what you have going on, but they're talking about, it just feels like there's a heaviness. You need to be more uplifted. Uplifted. Go find something. Go to the movies. Go do something fun. Go do something that is going to bring you joy. You need to do something that's going to bring you joy. And whatever you have going on in life, you'll go through with people. Okay? You need to understand that people are there to, you have cancer. Okay. You need the support of those that love you. That's all. That is going to help you more than anything else. You need to be uplifted about this. You need to be not uplifted about having it, but how you're going to get through this. Because you'll get through this. You just have to, you'll do it with friends. You'll do it with family. You'll do it with community. And Sarah, everybody's sending you so much love. That C word is a scary one, isn't it? And if you're an energy worker, everybody, or just somebody that can send positive energy Sarah's way, please do so if she's open to it. Right? So let's raise the energy just a little bit and move on to a couple Karen cards. How's that? So we're going to do a couple Karen cards. This is my disclosure. If you are, I have to watch my wording on these because TikTok gets angry. If you are under P13, this is PG-13 or more. So if thank you, and sending you lots of love, Sarah. This is, they can have some cuss words in them, and they are funny, okay? They are also meaningful. So can I get a whoop whoop? We'll do a couple Karen cards. Can I get a witness? If you've been here and you've seen Karen cards, you know. If you know, you know. Okay. Let's go with love yourself first. I hope if you don't have, guys, if you do not have a sense of humor, I should do this. Give me a whoop whoop, because you may not want a Karen card, you guys. They're rude and crude and socially unfit. And so love yourself first. Let me know if you want a Karen card. All of a sudden my eyes are dried. So much. So Sarah, over on, I have 5 feeds coming in here, and you cannot see the other 5, the other 4, but all of the people over here sending you love is really great. Okay. Okay. Love yourself first. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Let's see what it says first, because I have to make sure I So the name of these cards is Karen orbiting Uranus. Okay. Orbiting Uranus. Why is my eyes itchy? Keep that in mind. You're originally from Ohio? Yeah, we're rude and crude here in Ohio. We are. Sweetie. Sometimes you just got to keep probing your anus to see the lesson. In the meantime, so sorry. In the meantime, get you some good lube. Moving on. Can I Can I get a whoop whoop? Let's see. Let's go with Simply Ryan. Simply Ryan, are you still here on TikTok? Simply Ryan. There's a message there, but Simply Ryan, are you still here? Can I get a witness? If you are new to the feed, which I see a lot of new people over here, make sure you like and share, just so you know when we're online. We have a good time. We have discussion. We have readings. We bullshit quite a bit. We have a good time. Okay, Simply Ryan. Good luck. Okay. Lord. Sweetie. Sometimes asking to see the manager or saying no isn't about being a Karen. It's about setting some healthy boundaries and refusing to be disrespected, gaslit, or bullied. It's time to stand up for yourself and tell these people to kiss Uranus. Yes, I know. Yeah, love yourself first. It's they're sometimes they're a little difficult. Okay, whoop whoop. Can I get a whoop whoop? Get close. Can I get a witness? If you are new, make sure you like and share so you know when we're going on live. Let's go with Regina Flynn. Regina Flynn. Okay, no. Okay, sweetie. I don't know if this, I didn't even read this one first. Sweetie. What? Okay. If you moon somebody, you're shedding light on Uranus. It's like shadow work, only more fun. P.S. If you end up in jail, please say hello to the last bitch that crossed me. Just kidding, I'm spiritual now. God. I know. By the way, it is illegal to go moon somebody. It just is. Okay. Okay. Make sure you guys like the page so that you know when we're live. Unfortunately, I have to run because I'm going to get a massage. And I'm going to be late if I don't leave now. So everybody, have a great day. Find light, find love, find a reason to be laughing, find joy for your day, and smile at somebody and make them think you're weird. Because it's a way to lighten up somebody else's day. And what a wonderful thing to be able to do. All right. All right. I'm glad you needed that, Regina. All right, everybody, have a great day. And I will talk to you maybe tomorrow. Okay. All right. Bye.